Did we just ask a question?
Sure.
Yeah. You want to make an opening statement?
No.
I think that's what we're here for, isn't it?
I've reached out to you. Thanks for being here. I think everybody sees the parallels between you and Jacob Eason. I understand that you might have had some conversations with him or whatever. Can you just reminisce to when you were coming all the way from Texas over here to play quarterback, and what's your relationship with him, and have y'all had any kind of discussion?
I haven't had too much contact with him. I'm going to stick around, probably watch a little bit of practice today. Last time I was here, maybe a month or so ago, maybe two, I was walking around and peeked into the QB room, and one of the coaches was in there, asked him to put up a little tape on him and watched him throw it around. He looked like he had a bunch of talent. That's what everybody says. Obviously, was a very highly recruited kid. But it's a lot of fun, I guess. I know it was for me coming from a long way away and kind of immersing myself in Georgia and in the culture and all that. I'm sure he's going to have a good time doing it. Look forward to watching him play. Get a chance to do it today, and we'll see. I'm excited.
Matt, what do you think about the fact that with him, it goes back to a junior year, people have been comparing him to you in a lot of respect. And is that a lot of pressure to put on the young man to
I don't think so. I wasn't very good, but no, he's a super talented kid. As far as the comparisons go, everybody's their own player. I'm sure he's bigger than I am, probably throw it farther than I can, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm just, happy for him to get an opportunity to play here. It's a special place to play. I know he'll have a great time, playing and being a student athlete here like I did. So, I'm just happy for him, happy for the team, happy for, the whole program.
What do you remember about that experience, enrolling early, coming in, competing for the job, and I guess it was kind of three of you guys sharing it to begin with?
Yeah, it wasn't always easy. Had a bunch of ups and downs, especially my freshman year. But it was worth it. For me, I wanted to play early. I didn't want to sit out. Everybody's different. Everybody has different vision of how their college career goes. But for me, I wanted to play as soon as I possibly could, so I came in early. That was difficult, at times, leaving all your buddies back in high school, that kind of thing. And being far away from home. But it was worth it for me. I'm sure it'll be, worth it for him. More and more kids, I feel like, are doing it. I don't follow the college recruiting trail too hot, but I feel like that's a trend that's growing. So it works. Everybody's got their own feeling towards it, but for me, it was the right decision, and I enjoyed every bit of it.
Matt, what was your welcome to the SEC moment?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Welcome to the SEC. I've taken a lot of hits since then. It's hard to remember. I don't know. Maybe my freshman year, Kentucky, when we lost. I got my helmet ripped off and my face was all bloody, and I was like, well, this is a lot tougher than sometimes you might think it would be. But that was a tough one for me for sure.
So, catch us up on the logistics a little bit. You seem to spend a lot of time in Atlanta. Do you and your wife live in Atlanta off season?
We do.
And I understand you recently had a church league basketball championship.
That's apparently hot news.
Yeah. But you're Matt Ryan and his wife are on the team. You guys buddies?
Yeah, I met him at the Pro Bowl a couple years ago, and we didn't really know, but we lived right around the corner from each other, and so we just started talking and play golf with him a bunch. He's a good hoop player, so we went out there and won us a little church league championship for second year in a row, which was a lot of fun, and just a fun way to keep active and do something other than going into the gym and lifting weights and running. So,
what church is it?
West Waco Baptist.
There was a lot of, back in the day, 10 years ago, you were quite spotlight and all that when you came in, but now it seems like, we talked about Jacob for 5 minutes, which sort of shows how the spotlight can grow even in the last decade.
Mm-hmm.
What have you noticed? You said you don't follow recruiting at all, but are you glad you didn't do it now versus?
Yeah, I'm glad I'm as old as I am, for sure. That's a heck of a spotlight to be under. I felt like when I was coming out, it was like a ton of attention, and just there's no such thing as really privacy anymore, especially now. I thought it was that way when I was coming out. It was like the first probably flip camera phones were coming out, and you anywhere you went, you were a picture could be taken, and you could be asked for whatever it was, and it just it has only intensified. And so for those guys, anybody coming out, from high school into college, it's an eye opener, I'm sure. It's tough for those guys to make the right decisions all the time, and it's something that is it's not going to go away. If he keeps playing football and all those guys do, and they play at a high level, it's only going to get the spotlight is only going to grow, and something you have to learn to adjust to and get used to.